Welcome to an introduction to AP automation for SAP B1, powered by Artsyl's Intelligent Process Automation platform. InvoiceAction automates the acquisition of invoices from multiple input sources, classifies, extracts, and validates relevant invoice data, and accurately enters this data into SAP B1. This accelerates the availability of processed invoices, enabling you to take action in hours, not days or weeks. Let's start by taking a look at what's happening within B1. If we look at the Opens Items list, we would see that throughout the day, InvoiceAction has acquired many incoming invoices. It's really only a small percentage of invoices that need to be touched. Let's go back and take a look. InvoiceAction is based on Artsyl's Intelligent Process Automation platform, which does many things, most of which is unseen, as it is completely automated and runs in the background. The purpose of this demo is to share the user experience of the InvoiceAction verification client when invoices don't go straight through. We will submit 7 invoices. 2 invoices from an email server InvoiceAction is monitoring. InvoiceAction detaches the PDF invoices. 3 scanned invoices in 1 PDF. InvoiceAction splits this multi-page PDF into 3 single invoices, and 2 invoices from a network file share. So now if we go back and look at SAP, we will find that 4 invoices went straight through. They did not have any issues. The data was extracted and verified and entered into SAP. But what happened to the other 3? Let's go find out what happens when the other 3 did not go straight through. When action needs to be taken, it all starts with a notification. The user clicks on the link and is taken to the verification station. This is the user interface for a verification client. This is the image of the invoice. Over to the left is the extracted data for the header and the footer of the invoice, and also the extracted data for the line item table of the invoice. Over here, there's a toolbar for navigating around the invoices and zooming in and zooming out. And also the warnings for rules violations that we are going to address. Over here are the invoices that need addressing, each with their own action icons for any actions that may be required to take. These icons are for the wizards, which will guide us through character and rules verification. The first step we take is character verification. First, we verify any low-confidence characters InvoiceAction may have found. Notice that the wizard took us to the invoice that had the low-confidence character. You did not have to navigate to it. So here on the invoice number that we intentionally smudged, the character 6 was misinterpreted as a character 8. The user just simply highlights the character in question, enters the correct information, and presses confirm. The wizard lets you know when all characters of all the invoices meet their criteria. Our next step is to perform rules verification. For rules validation, InvoiceAction matches and validates extracted data against multiple SAP databases, and also checks for any math errors associated with the line item table. This is another example of how InvoiceAction ensures that the most current and up-to-date data is used and delivers high data accuracy. Here we code a duplicate invoice for an invoice that was already being processed. The user can take several actions associated with this invoice. We will reject the invoice and send it for a review. Here we see the PO is not extracted. This could have been because this is a new vendor and we are onboarding them for the first time, or the vendor just dramatically changed the location of where their purchase order number is. Using click capture, the user puts the cursor in the PO field and clicks on the information in the invoice. This information is automatically entered and the information is saved. With InvoiceAction's machine learning, this action was recorded and it was added to the machine learning knowledge base, so the next time through it will be properly extracted. Very powerful feature to cut down on exceptions and the need for specialized programming or template setups. Here we found a math error. The subtotal in tax does not equal the total. The tax information is missing. Here again, the user clicks into that field, comes over to the image of the invoice, finds the tax field, presses click, and the information is added. When all issues are addressed, the user sends the invoices to SAP. So now, if we go back to SAP, we will find the 2 additional invoices that were added to the 4 that went straight through. The 7th invoice has been held back for review because it was rejected as being a duplicate. Also, if a user wants to see the details of an invoice, they can open the file. Here you see all the data that was extracted from the invoice, verified, and entered. Should the user need to see the original image, click on Attachments and then on the link, and the original invoice image will be displayed. So there you have it. 7 invoices submitted. 4 went straight through. 3 went for verification. 2 were entered into SAP, and 1 was held back for review and approval. InvoiceAction is a pre-packaged and pre-configured solution with process-specific intelligent bots programmed for automating invoice processing tasks and includes all the system components and invoice intelligence in one package, which means faster and higher quality deployments and implementations. So transform your AP process from a process like this into an automated process like this. It's time for you to take action. Contact us today for a personal product tour. Thank you.